So, Kieran Hanlon, Mayor of Limerick, welcome today to Limerick College of Further Education, particularly this week, which is College Awareness Week. And you yourself, you hail from this community in which this college is located, Garryowen, and you've actually had some educational experience in this building. I think you were telling me you were here as a mature learner.
I was indeed. I finished up normal work, we'll call it, about 9 years ago. So I decided that I'd like to remain active, lifelong learning. So I came up here and I was delighted to, get a place on the photography class. And it was something, obviously, that I had a keen interest in. And I had a wonderful year here with the class. And met great friends, and I was one of the more mature students, I would say. But, I often give it as an example. We have the university in Limerick, a great university. We have LIT, wonderful as well, Mary Immaculate, 3 great third-level institutions. But here in the LCFE, by the way, which I'm chairman of the board here now, as well, we have opportunities here for people who are given a second chance, actually, in education. Because many young people, they go through their leaving cert and they're not sure what they want at the end of it. But here, in this college here, I've seen so many people who were successful in life afterwards. And, I give 2 examples always there. 2 lads in my class, one was from Eastern Europe and the other was a local lad from Limerick. And both of them, when they finished their course there, set up a business. And that business now is extremely successful. It's a photography business in William Street. And there are 2 great lads there and they're employing other people. And, it's a wonderful example of what this college is about. And another good friend of mine who was in my class as well, from Ennis, Philip was his name, he now is doing wedding photography. And, that's a fairly lucrative business. You could have all your masters and PhDs and everything else, but that guy has his camera now and he's making good money and good living, enjoying what he's doing. And there's, so many opportunities here in the college for people. And I would encourage, people doing their leaving cert now who may not want to go to university or who may have dropped out even for a few years to come up here or look on the website, see what the college is about, and it could be the opening of a great new life for them.
Yeah, so that's incredible. Just as you're talking there, I'm thinking that's amazing that you did come back as a mature learner, and it's more common nowadays for mature learners to meet them in college situations. And, so you would encourage mature learners to come to college. Would you offer any advice to mature learners?
Well, I can only, I suppose, look at my own example, in that some people, when they retire or made redundant, feel that they're not wanted anymore. And I think that's a wrong outlook on life. Particularly, people who actually retire now and nothing to do, I suppose, with coming to the college here. But some people retire to die and more people retire to live. And likewise, people who are unemployed or who may have been made redundant through no fault of their own, they have useful skills, I think, to contribute. And if they come up here or look on the website and see what they can learn here, I think there's a huge opening. And the world is at your feet here with so many courses, so many opportunities. And not alone that, but they can go on to, higher education and as well. I think some people will be coming in here today to talk about their experience in that. But, you have the young people who are doing their second level. The opportunities are here for them. You have the people who are maybe need a second chance at education, dropped out for a few years. They can come here, get their opportunities, or indeed more senior people can come along here. And even if it's only for learning, it keeps the mind occupied and the brain functioning and the body going. So I think that's very important.
So are you saying it doesn't have to be career driven?
It doesn't. No, it doesn't. Absolutely. No, I mean, obviously, people have to make money, and they need their families to feed and everything, and they need, pay bills and that. But there are other people who may be in a position just to come to learn skills and to learn what life is about.
Yeah, and you never know what it can lead to. In your opinion, what are the overall benefits of going to college, whether you're, just left school, you're in the middle of your career, or you're heading towards retirement?
Well, again, I suppose in my own case, I actually only went as far as the intercert, as it was known at the time, and but I wanted to be an electrician. That's what I wanted to be as a young lad, and thankfully I took the right decision. There weren't too many career guidance teachers around in those days, but that was my role that I took. But a lot of young people now are not sure exactly what they actually want. But going to college, I think, is very important. There's so many opportunities now, actually, to go to college in Limerick. We have in the region of 20,000 third-level students, actually, in Limerick. It's a university city, really, like Limerick is now. And a lot of our economy and social life, depends on students coming into Limerick. But going to college, it opens up so many opportunities, I think, for people, because you never know later in life what role you might take. Now, when I was 15, 16, 17, I never envisaged that I'd be a councillor or the mayor or anything like that. And, you do need to have a lot of skills, communications, I suppose, one, but you have to be able to read reports, and you don't have to be an accountant, but you have to understand budgets, and there's many things that lifelong learning, I think, can teach you, and particularly going to college. I travel a fair bit abroad now representing Limerick, and people coming here to Limerick, I meet a lot of top management who are giving the people of Limerick and the region job opportunities. But they want people who are educated and who have gone to college. And, coming here or going to any of the third or three other third levels opens up that opportunity for you.
And do you think it gives people, say, if we went back again to talk about people who come back as mature learners, do you think that college gives people a bit more self-confidence, a bit more self-belief in their own abilities?
Well, of course it does. There's no doubt about that, because you're put into situations in a classroom environment where you have to stand up in front of an audience and you have to speak. And the staff here are wonderful, because I know it. I was in the classroom environment for a year, as well as I said, being chairman of the board here now. But they'll reach out to you and give you any assistance you need to progress your education. And working with other people your own age and younger than you and older than you in the classroom environment, I suppose, helps to shake off a lot of the inhibitions people have, because not a lot of people can come along in front of a microphone and chat away like that. I actually remember the first time a microphone was put in front of me. It was in relation to whether we should have a second radio channel in RTE or not. And I had very strong opinions on it. But the minute the microphone was put in front of me, I actually froze, and I couldn't say anything. But obviously, with meeting people and, getting on with your life, it probably comes naturally after a while, but you have to mix with people and you have to get the coaching and the advice that's needed as well.
So that's kind of the overall benefits of going to college, is the learning and the skills, but also the social aspect of it, building your own self-belief.
It is, and you're mixing. I actually, the year I was here now, the photography class usually have a trip abroad each year. And I went to Germany, to Berlin with them, and it was a wonderful occasion. And we all mixed, and we had a good experience in photography, but a good experience, and we enjoyed ourselves and had a crack and everything, and made friends for life, like.
Yeah. And did you get on well with the younger students? Do you think the younger students accepted you?
Absolutely, because they were able to help me, like, with some of the, I suppose, the IT skills that I needed. But I was able to help them as well with many of the lifelong skills that I would have had, like. And yeah, there was absolutely no problem, because there's such a mixture of students here, and many from countries abroad that I very welcome. I have the opportunity as mayor, like, to address a lot of people who have made Limerick their home, and I'm delighted with that. And but here in the college, the director and the staff also have that attitude that everybody come in the gates of the LCFE are welcome and they're part of the community here.
And everybody has something to offer.
They have indeed, yeah. And the culture of many of the people who come in from outside of Ireland is huge. And recently I met in the rugby club near me a group of people from Poland celebrating their Harvest Festival, and they were all dressed up in their garments and finery and everything. And it was great, Limerick now is a multicultural society, and certainly the LCFE has been that for a long time before Limerick became it, I'd say.
Yeah, sowed the seeds. Well, finally, Kieran, I know we've covered some of this already, but just maybe what advice would you give to anyone, young or old, or young and not so young, who's maybe contemplating doing a course in college?
Well, for the young people, I think it's most important, because their life and their career is ahead of them. And anybody who's living in Limerick, or the region now, may I say, like, we have people here from North Tipperary, from Clare, and to find out what the LCFE is about, look at the courses there and look at the opportunities. The opportunities, I stress that, for learning. And, as I said, they can be set up their own businesses, they can go into industry, they can go on to further education. But that's for the young people. They need to find out and get the information. And never was there more information available with all the internet and everything now. And secondly then, for more mature students than that, I would really encourage them, to come in there. Even if it's for social gathering, they can come in, and you never know what opportunities will arise as well. So Limerick is a great place, great secondary schools, great third level institutions. We're so lucky in Limerick. But please, to all who are considering college, make sure you find out what college is about, and I'm no doubt it will open the world to your feet. Okay.
Kieran Hanlon, Mayor of Limerick, thank you very much for coming in today to Limerick College of Further Education, and best of luck now in your future, or the continuation of your appointment as Mayor.
Okay, thanks very much.